Mel Kiper.
This is a mock draft by Fat Tony.
Good afternoon. My name is Curtis with Third and Curtis. This Curtis team, that real Curtis team, this Curtis South Show, uncurtised Curtis, and
Titans table for Curtis.
Titans table for Curtis. Last but not least, but because the Colts is the least. But anyways,
hey, we hit triple digits in our subscribers, man.
Hey, let's go! Congrats! Wow.
Hey, it's opening day. Shout out baseball.
Yeah, ninth inning comeback for the Giants, baby.
Orioles, baby, hit 6 home runs today.
Damn. They still play baseball?
You know,
I forgot they had a team.
We are solid.
What I always say, you can't come on their back. You're not behind.
Anyway, welcome to Curtis'
Kim Kardashian?
podcast. I'm Curtis. Welcome to this AFC South show 195. We're going to be talking everything AFC South this evening. If you're a Texans fan, you can find more of Texans-related content over on That Real Texas Team podcast.
There's nothing fun.
If
All
you're
14 of y'all can go over there.
Of what?
All 14 of y'all can go to the Real Texas Team podcast.
I'm the only one that can make those jokes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Too late.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a Jags fan, head on over to Isaiah's show, Third and Teal. If you want to holler at him, his phone number is not. You can find him across
1-800 come fast
at Duval's Finest and
Come too fast.
onlyjags.com. How we doing tonight, Isaiah?
Oh, pretty good. Just had a flag football game earlier. You know, got put in after halftime at quarterback. Threw 2 45-plus yard touchdowns. That was nice.
The Colts can sign him.
Yeah, hey, listen. I'm here.
We're signing all the mediocre quarterbacks.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'll take mediocre is a high praise for me. I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
No, I mean, I'm just saying it was 21-0 going into halftime, and it was 12-21 after the game or when the game ended. So, my lockdown defense and my quarterback play really put us in there. You know what I mean? I didn't play defense in the second half, but it's not related.
If you're a Colts fan, you need to check out the man in the bottom right. He is part of Unstabled, our Colts offering here at the network. He's also Kingmaker Sports. You can find him all across the social medias at Kingmaker_DFF. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Justin, how we doing?
Oh, pretty good. You notice today I am Justin. I am not Curtis. So we don't really have anything going on in Colts land, but we're still going to talk some crap about everybody and hope and pray that the draft goes well. We're 2.5 weeks away, I think. Yeah. So excited to get into it.
The draft, about
a month.
A little bit further away than that.
Is it?
I believe
about a month. A little less than a month.
I just want it to be here so bad. So that way, all these mock drafts I keep seeing can just come true already. I'm over it.
You can be disappointed by your tight end pick that you're not going to use.
Exactly. That's why outside starts.
To be honest, though, why would you guys use a tight end when your best tight end is Jelani Woods?
The best tight end is Anthony Richardson.
He will be after who usurps the throne and becomes the quarterback.
Can't wait to see Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson for a touchdown.
That could happen.
That would be fucking good.
We've got Andrew. He's half of Titans Table for Two. He's our resident Titans fan on our resident Titans offering here on the network. And Andrew, how we doing?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. Coaching some baseball. Got a kickball game tomorrow. Trying to stay active. And ready to talk some football.
Hell yeah. I had to go take engagement pictures that are about 1.5 years out of date. So that was fun. That's why I'm wearing a collared shirt right now and on my day off.
So fancy.
I know.
Probably the second most dressed up I've ever seen you.
Fancy lad.
It's true. The only other time I was more dressed up was at Jeff's wedding.
And you'll be at my wedding.
Yes.
And we'll be at your wedding.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to look out for that content.
Onlyjags.com. Anyway,
1-800 come fast.
I can't. Dude, y'all don't realize Curtis is huge. Ain't no way I'm picking up Curtis like that. Curtis is a big dude.
I know Curtis personally. So,
So you know how big and how thick he is. That's
dude. He has three
boy.
C's in that thick.
Hey, there might be a K up in
I
there.
see Curtis on a weekly basis typically.
Yeah, and then he comes in here wearing your competition shirts. You
Uh,
son of a
he
bitch.
He said Curtis comes in here.
Oh,
We
Anyway,
take it back. We take it back to the
Anyway.
cooler.
have we got any latest news as far as signings for our respective teams?
Nope.
It's
Joey
all
Sly.
quiet in the Colts front.
Yeah, Joey Sly was our one pickup. I'm assuming they'll probably go and get some college kid to compete too at some point. But Nick Folk not coming back. Joey, I mean, he has a big leg. He can kick it a mile. He hit one from like 60 something last year, I think. But he's not as accurate as Nick Folk. So you're kind of trading accuracy for power there. But I'm sure, like I said, there'll be another kicker that comes in and competes. Other than that, I think we signed some depth linebacker. That's just a camp body.
Right. Isaiah over here doing his best off-screen Bond villain move. I don't want to get out of
I
the
realized that my normal mute thing is for my Discord, not for this. So I did not mute myself during those shenanigans.
Nice. All the farts that we could hear. Houston brought in Trent Brown. That's basically the most recent move that we've done. He should just be a backup swing tackle. I mean, with him, Cam Robinson, Titus Howard, and Blake Fisher, I imagine Titus will be starting, Cam Robinson will be starting. It's just a matter of where Titus ends up starting at. Is he going to be a tackle or is he going to be a guard? We'll see how it goes. But Trent Brown is a massive man. The biggest problem with him is the fact that he is, I don't know, just the most broken, like physically. He's a couple bad plays away from being like Muhammad Ali. It feels like when he was carrying the torch. Remember that?
Yeah, I got dibs on being most broken mentally. Dibs.
Will Levis or
yeah, well, it's more than that. It's just that was a cherry.
Are you sure you can take that?
He's so red, you know.
Are you sure you can take that title with me in here?
Yeah, well, y'all's best season. Y'all went 15-3 and lost to the Titans 3 times.
Yeah, and I wasn't even alive for it, so I didn't even get to see our best season.
I was. That was the first year I started watching football. I was like, man, these Jags teams are good. Man, I was wrong.
You guys only lost by this much.
I know, it stinks. It's crazy. The best play and the worst play in franchise history happened in the same playoffs. The Music City Miracle and then 1 yard short.
Sounds about right for the Titans.
Oh, dude! Big news for the Titans came out that we're not wearing the Oilers throwbacks next year.
Oh, good call.
Which is the best jerseys in the NFL. But I'm kind of cool with it because I'm like, hey, you got to earn the right to wear those jerseys.
No. The throwback Jags jerseys are the best in the NFL.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They are, hands down. The Prowlers are the best. Who the fuck are you to put your hand up as if y'all didn't put out some stupid ass Talladega Nights bullshit that nobody fucking liked, not even the Colts fans, but y'all had to sit there and do the same thing you do for Ballard every year and talk about, Ballard and these jerseys, they're such a great value. They were great value brand, fucking Walmart ass team.
Okay. So if you're done ranting like a baby, what I was gonna say is none of our teams have the best throwback or have the best uniforms.
The Oilers are the best jerseys. Easy.
I do like the Oilers, but
who?
For me, I think it's the all powder blue Panthers or the all lime green Seahawks.
Oh God!
What?
That's an ice.
You might have the worst uniform takes of all time.
Okay.
That is honestly
the only
one of the most
reason
disgusting things I've ever heard.
The NFL actually ranked the uniforms.
The creamsicle oranges from the Bucks are really nice.
It's because the only time they wore the all powder blues, they lost. That's the only reason it didn't get number one.
creamsicle oranges, the Buccaneers are really nice.
The creamsicles are nice. They got
And
a lot of
the
hate when
light
they
green
came out.
eagle ones. I like those too. The light
The
green
Kelly
eagles.
Greens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Seahawks neon ones might be the worst jerseys in the NFL.
I don't hate them.
I hate them.
I think that
The mustard yellows y'all wore on Color Rush was pretty bad.
First of all, those were fucking fire. Second of all, this is coming from the guy who doesn't even have his own culture, because they left it behind. But it's whatever.
I mean, I think we can all agree
history.
the worst is the Bumblebee the Bumblebee Steelers one.
Those are pretty bad. Yeah.
I don't know. I prefer the Bumblebees over those Giants throwbacks they did last year. Yeah,
those Giants throwbacks.
The Giant throwbacks, like the long sleeve, like
They had the Michigan thing up front, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are bad. Yeah, those are bad.
I also don't like the throwbacks with the Packers where they're wearing like the real dark uniform.
Yeah,
the
those
brown
are
ones or whatever.
Yeah,
that's
like a navy or something. But yeah,
I would put those two, then the Bumblebees.
Yeah. Oh, and then the Jets have that throwback. That's technically like back when they were the New York Titans or whatever.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Those are awful too.
What's funny is the creamsicle on NFL.com. Let's see, Adam Rank. All right, everybody knows
Adam Rank's a fucking idiot.
As a fantasy guy, right? He's got the worst uniform of all time is the creamsicles.
Yeah, that guy's retarded. He's dumb.
Browns second
Sorry,
worst,
YouTube.
and then they got the Panthers normal one with the blue top as the and the gray bottom.
Dumb. He was in class with 4 other people.
Find creative ways. Modern problems require modern solutions.
Yeah.
All variations of the Packers uniforms.
Dude,
that's something we can probably agree on. I hate the Packers uniforms; they're trash.
Yeah,
but they're old throwback ones though. There's like 3 different variations, and all 3 of them are classed together as the 5th worst.
Damn.
See, ooh, that sucks. They got the Battle Reds, the old school Battle Reds, and then the old school Titans, all blues, and then the Adrian Peterson era, all purples as number 8.
What? Those were sick.
I like those. Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, this guy's terrible.
Yeah, Adam ranked on the uniform.
he probably likes those neon green Seahawks jerseys.
Yeah, he's probably got some weird.
The Eagles blue, the Eagles blue and gold is pretty bad. Like the yellow helmet and with the powder blue thing on the front. And,
I try to forget about those.
Yeah,
we all try to block those.
I'm glad I wasn't alive for that era.
All the games would have been covered by people who sound like this. Wow, Curly throws the ball to Long John's. Long John's running down the side of the field.
And he pitches it to another white guy.
Is it the Packers or the Bears that have like that imitation like leather helmet?
This is the Giants helmet.
The Giants, yeah, they have like the imitation like
past year.
leather cap.
Yeah, they had like it was like blue and red stripes.
It's like the Acme Packers.
Yeah.
They should have just made them like the caps, like the caps that go over the helmets, and just actually make them out of leather.
Caps.
The Guardian caps.
Yeah,
have leather Guardian caps and put them over.
How did no one think about that? I mean, yeah, it's expensive as hell, but
because I'm not in their marketing department. I'm telling you, I got the marketing for days.
Anyway, all right, gentlemen. So there's no new news. We're just talking about jerseys at the moment.
Yep.
Let's take a peek at some
shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, Colts didn't do anything.
We know.
I do want to throw one more jersey out there. The Bengals all white. So I like
sex. I hate the NFL rules on uniforms are the worst rules in all of sports.
Oh yeah.
Because like we couldn't wear our white helmet with our white uniforms because our alternate helmet and our alternate jersey color are different. Alternate is technically black, so we couldn't wear that. We couldn't wear the helmet with our white uniforms.
Oh, because you got to have
whatever your alternate color is. If you have an alternate helmet, you have to wear the helmet with your alternate color.
I don't get that. It should just be like college.
You can wear whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, every week, do whatever you want. All right, what do we got? See.
Wow, the Patriots nabbed Travis Hunter. I'm glad I didn't get anything spoiled for me.
Oh, dang it! They already did the draft.
Spoilt.
Sorry,
Charles Davis strikes again.
All right, we're gonna start us off right. Andrew, you can see the pick here, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
You guys just got saved by yourselves there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a really
It
nice
appears
pro day. I watched every
Titans-
single throw.
It appears the Titans continue to be open for business with the number 1 overall pick. In this scenario, they stay at 1 and draft the face of their franchise.
Came out
Should
today.
your
The
standard-
price after his pro day, the price went up.
Yeah.
But they were asking. They said the Titans and the Giants had talked at the combine, and they were asking for like obviously the first this year and maybe a second, and then the first next year. And the Giants were holding back, and then after the pro day, they were like, "All right, it's going to cost 3 first."
Damn.
Well,
Damn.
that's
Well,
how impressed they were, I guess.
yeah. I mean, you gotta set the bar high. If you're content
Call
with
quarterback tax.
yeah, quarterback tax. But the Browns pick Shadur Sanders, number 2 here.
Shitty.
And then the Giants get the best player in the draft when healthy. It's
Yeah,
not
they
even
seem to
close.
like set themselves up for Cam and Shador to go 1 and 2 with signing Russ and Jameis
Yeah.
and DeVito.
Well, yeah. Not
Well, they're gonna get Drew Allar next year when he comes out and is the top quarterback
at
because
30.
they're gonna have the top pick. Yeah, exactly.
The Patriots sit and pick and grab Travis Hunter, the lightweight corner wide receiver hybrid, to complement Drake May, Stephon Diggs, and Mac Hollins.
Why is Mac Hollins in there?
Mr. Barefoot.
Honestly,
I love him, but like, why are you listing him?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Put Hunter Henry on
Best weapon.
Armand Membu to the Jags at 5. Yes, the Jags have 2 starting caliber offensive tackles, Walker Little and Anton Harrison. But this pick is about maximizing the opportunity for QB Trevor Lawrence to realize his potential. Membu is an immediate starter, even if he moves over to the left side from right, where he played at Missouri. Isaiah, how are we feeling about that?
It's too early. I don't think you take Membu inside of the top 10 personally. I'd rather take Will Campbell there, if anybody. I like Membu, don't get me wrong, but I would take Membu at like 8, maybe if we trade it back. But taking him at 5 is a mistake. It's too much.
You know who I've seen the most mocked to the Jags is Mason Graham.
Mason Graham. Yeah, and we talked about it earlier on the show. I don't know. I'd love to have Mason Graham, don't get me wrong, but I feel like
He's a stud.
I feel like trading back is honestly kind of our best option right now, but we'll see.
Yeah. Raiders get Genty. Tyler Warren goes off the board to the Jets.
That's super early.
Speaking of pro days, y'all see Genty? That dude is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really good.
he's nuts, dude.
I'm with
Mason
Isaiah.
Graham.
I think Campbell should be the number 5 pick.
Yeah. Mason Graham to the Panthers. Saints draft Will Campbell. Jalen Walker, no relation to Trayvon Walker, goes to the Bears. Interesting.
Yeah. The Bears have really set themselves up to like kind of go best player available with all the offensive line stuff they've done so far.
100%. Mike Green, another edge out of the University of Marshall, goes to San Francisco.
Damn, that's early.
Yeah.
I've seen that he's one of the guys I've seen mocked all over the place. I've seen him top 10. I've seen him in the second round.
It makes sense though, because to replace Bosa, they need somebody now.
Did they release Bosa?
No, they brought in Bosa.
No. The 49ers?
The
The
Bosa's
49ers,
aren't
dude.
together. Or I'm thinking of the other Bosa.
The other
Sorry.
Bosa got released by.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he went to the 49ers. Where'd he go?
No, he ended up
didn't
going to the Bills, I think.
Yeah, he's a Bill.
He took. Yeah, he wanted to
He
go
was
to-
almost. They were like, I think they were really close to signing him. That'd been kind of crazy with the Bosa.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
But he ended up
We
going to
all
the
wanted
Bills.
the Watt brothers to play together, but that didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
No, wait, that happened. They had Derek and TJ on the same team.
Shut up, bro.
Dude, it's kind of sucked to be Derek, right? Like,
Yeah, the other Watt brother.
He's
Who
kind
the best-
of like the Meg of the family.
yeah, exactly. He's the other Manning that didn't make it pro.
Hey guys, let's go throw the football. Shut up, Derek.
Ted McMillan goes to the Dallas Cowgirls to give whoever is going to be filling in for Dak Prescott after he inevitably breaks his leg in like week 7
With his $78 million cap hit.
Yep. Will Johnson, the corner, off the board to the Dolphins.
They need that.
Ramsey's on the
And then
decline
here we
there.
are at the best draft pick of the draft, pick 14, Colston Loveland out of Michigan, the junior.
They just use
Going
their
into
tight
that.
end so much.
So, I will say this. As far as the tight ends go between Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland, like, I don't think there's much difference between the two. I think they're both top-tier tight ends. But, dude, we haven't seen the name that I want to see here yet. I'm scared to see how far down that name is. And everybody who's been watching the show, and you guys know exactly who I'm talking about.
He's pretty far down.
Oh.
He might be
Scrolling,
he might
keep
be
scrolling.
exactly 10 spots from where you pick Colston Loveland in this draft. Maybe.
Michael Williams, edge out of Georgia, goes to the Falcons, staying in the state. Good for him.
There you go.
Kelvin Banks going to the Cardinals,
That's a good
where
one.
they're going to pair him with Paris Johnson. They'll have two juniors at the tackle spots. Bengals draft Kenneth Grant, Jade Barron to the Sea Chickens, Jahad Campbell. I've
There
seen
you
him
go.
going.
That's solid.
I've seen him going about this range all the way to like late second.
He's
That's
far-
where I think the Colts
far-
should trade back to. Me and Jeff were talking about this on Unstable. Is I think they could trade back with the Buccaneers, and they could take Colston Loveland there if if Tyler Warren's already gone, and then you
Yeah.
can get to, either take Colston Loveland there or Jihad Campbell, and then figure out tight end later. But
Jihad Campbell is by far the best linebacker in this class.
think
It's
so,
not
too.
close, and there's really it's one of the it's a weaker position in this draft. The
Yeah.
gap
Yeah.
between one and the
I
rest.
think the only other one I would say would be like James Pierce is good too.
He's
But
a
I like Jihad Campbell a lot. Yeah,
Pierce
He's
is
not
an
a
edge.
yeah. Shamar Stewart's not bad either.
Pretty sure he's
Off
also
an edge.
James
Yeah.
Pierce is already gone.
No, he's an edge.
James Pierce is an edge.
Man,
Well,
that's all
I'm
the
talking
same.
about inside linebacker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like true
They're
off-ball.
outside. Off ball inside linebacker and a
Okay.
3-4.
They got so many damn like three techniques and this and that. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Bill Belichick. It's a defensive end.
Yeah.
Amarion Hampton to the Broncos.
That's
Another
good.
15th running back.
Steelers
year,
picking up a third quarterback in the first round, Jackson
That-
Dart.
That wouldn't
Didn't they
surprise
just bring in Mason Rudolph again?
me. Yeah.
Yes,
Man,
and they're
as
still
of right
waiting.
now. Yeah. as of right
I
now,
mean, Aaron
Mason
Rodgers
Rudolph's
is pretty much his
QB1.
only spot at this point. Like, you going to play or not?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
The
no,
Vikings
the
possibly.
Vikings. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Vikings
Didn't the
are-
Vikings come out and say they weren't interested?
Well,
I thought
they
they
said
said they were standing behind JJ.
that's what they said. Yeah, they said they were gonna support JJ McCarthy.
I think that's a smart decision.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got to keep that kid's confidence up after the
Yeah, I mean,
injury.
at this point, if you bring someone
Yeah.
else in, he's going to be terrible.
Mhm. Yeah.
Chargers get Matthew Golden. The
Nice.
Packers, Derek Harmon out of Oregon. Malachi Starks.
24, dude. They're gonna
To
let
the
him fall that far.
Yes. Let's see. The Texans, Tyler Booker, the guard out of Alabama.
Him and Worry in the second.
That's nice.
Yeah. I don't hate Tyler Booker. We were talking earlier about how we've seen him kind of fluctuate as far as his draft positioning goes. I like Gray Zabel. I like Donovan Jackson down here. There's a bunch of guys that I think you can get either in the late portion of the first round all the way into the third round that are pretty solid interior offensive linemen.
Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah. So if we don't go offensive guard here or tackle or whatever, I'm not going to be upset. I do want at least two linemen brought in the draft, though.
Yeah, I like Tyler Booker, but I would much rather have Gray Zabel.
Yeah. Donovan Jackson, senior, pretty sure he's an interior offensive lineman as well. Primarily a guard, played a little bit of left tackle when Simmons was hurt. Shamar Stewart to the Ravens. James Pierce to the Lions.
James Pierce and Aiden Hooks still together.
Yeah.
They got to do some of that secondary, though.
Yeah. Ibuka goes to the Commanders to pair with Debo and Scary Terry. Suddenly, the Commanders.
That seems wild. I don't know because they still have Noah. I mean, I'm saying like Ibuka's obviously better than them, but I mean, it doesn't seem like a need.
Maxwell Harrison that early. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's got to be based off just his 40 time.
Well,
I mean, he was good, but like his 40 time really shot him up.
That combine is gonna. But Charles Davis is like a big time college guy though too, so he's probably got a lot of bias on some of these. And Maxwell Harrison did have a really good combine.
And then Worry at 32.
Damn it.
Chiefs take Josh Simmons to try to further plug some new holes on that offensive line after they cut some people, traded some people, didn't bring back some offensive linemen. Josh Simmons kind of fills in that role. And then the Eagles, Super Bowl champions, taking Nick Emmanuel, replacing C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And, that's Charles Davis's mock draft 2.0.
Who else we got? We got Bucky Brooks.
We got the Bucks.
Daniel Jeremiah. What's Daniel Jeremiah? I like him.
I don't.
No, I would like to say like if the draft fell that way, which we know, I mean, there's no trades or anything, so it's not going to fall that way. Yeah. That would mean Luther Burden and Ezeruku would both fall into the second round, which I would love. Having the third pick in the second round, I would take if Luther Burden is available at 35, you run to the podium and put that card in.
Cam Ward.
Here's Daniel Jeremiah's latest. Cam Ward off the board at 1. Abdul Carter to the
change
Browns.
Of pace.
So Shadur
to the Giants.
Okay.
Travis Hunter still going to the Patriots.
Okay. Jalen Walker.
That doesn't really make sense to me.
That guy's a bum.
And it just doesn't make sense.
Jalen Walker. Jeremiah.
Oh.
Okay.
Daniel Jeremiah is a bum.
Now, the only way it makes sense is in any way, shape, or form is if Trayvon Walker is going to be getting more reps inside the tackle. I mean, isn't he a pretty big dude? He's like
he's like 276. But I mean, you gotta realize though, we just moved Eric Armstead back inside, and we have 7 deep at D tackle. It's not gonna happen.
So, like pass rushing situation, you're in the nickel. You've got Eric Armstead and what other interior pass rusher?
Mason Smith.
Okay. Is Devon Hamilton still on the roster?
He is, but he's not a pass rusher. He's a whole he's a whole blocker.
I got you.
Mason Smith, 6'5", 324, decent 40 time. I'm taking him all day, every day. He's going to get his hands up, unlike most people on our roster.
Valid. Well, you heard it here first. Daniel Jeremiah.
You heard it here. Yeah, you're a fucking bum.
Ashton bum. Still going to the fucking Raiders.
You don't know who's going where. You bum.
Bimbu to the Jets. Mason Graham Panthers. Jod Campbell to the Saints.
Dang.
Will to the Bears.
I don't see that.
No.
All the moves they made.
Didn't we already do this one?
I don't think so. No, we did Charles Davis last time too.
I thought we did 2.
That was Charles Davis 1.0. We just did 2.0.
I
don't think Daniel
him and Jeremiah basically just like traded.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren, shocker.
Tyler Warren.
Colts.
Gray Zabel to the Cardinals.
That's big. The other one, he wasn't even in the first round. Now he's a 16th pick.
Interesting. I feel like that's pretty early for him.
So Broncos.
The Broncos are easily the most consistent. And like in the first round mock.
Well, they're giving up on Javonte Williams too soon, I think.
He's a Cowboy.
Yeah.
Which I think he'll do decent Dallas.
Jackson Dart, Ted McMillan to the Chargers. Maxwell Hairston to the Packers. Nick Emmanuel to the Vikings. Kelvin Banks to the Texans.
There you go.
They'll cut value right there.
If they get Kelvin Banks, they're cutting Trent Brown easily.
mean, he still got fucking Cam Robinson to deal with.
Let's hope we can beat Cam Robinson out.
Yeah, I hope so for CJ Stroud's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's way
Derek
too early
Harmon.
for Zaire Thomas.
Michael Williams to the line. Zaire. That's how you pronounce his name. Kenneth Grant to the Buffalo Bills. Finally got somebody to pair up really with Ed Oliver.
Did
Josh
James
Simmons
Pierce not go in the first round?
No, I've seen dude in Matt Miller's mock draft that came out to that 7-rounder. He didn't have him go until like 50.
I don't really understand. Well, I kind of do understand, but I don't really understand Shamar Stewart to the Eagles unless they plan on using him as like a pure edge.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Because
the Eagles know what they're doing on defense.
Well, Daniel Jeremiah doesn't, so.
Yeah,
You bum!
You bum!
You guys stink!
You get paid a handsome salary to get shit wrong.
You bum!
That's funny. All right. Well, gentlemen, do we have anything else on the docket this evening?
A 7-round mock draft.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but these 4 guys here I got as still being free agents. Asante Samuel Jr.
Yep.
Justin Simmons.
Yep.
Jedrick Wills. And Brandon Sheriff.
Wait, no, I thought Justin Simmons just signed with somebody.
Did he? So
no. I'm thinking of something else. Never mind.
Out of those 4, would y'all want to sign one of those guys? Because with them being lingering around, they're going to be cheap.
I would be willing to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say for me personally, like Justin Simmons, bring in a safety.
Simmons is who I'd want to bring in.
Yeah, I mean, because you had your fair share of Brandon Sheriff before.
Yeah, he's fucking terrible.
Yeah, well, in that system, yeah, but
I'd pay him $4 million a year to just fight that stupid fuck from Texas.
I don't need Sheriff.
Dak Prescott?
I mean, I wouldn't hate Simmons, but we don't need him. Sante's not a need. For me, I honestly, the guys that are out there, I would like Zadarius Smith because we need edge like fucking crazy. Yeah, and like even like an Amari Cooper or Keenan Allen just to have like a veteran presence out there on the outside because all we have is Calvin Ridley and Van Jefferson right now. So
until Luther Burden falls to 35.
Yeah, but even if that happened, I'd still love to have like a Keenan Allen as your third.
Yeah, your veteran being Calvin Ridley is not a good veteran to have around.
That's not good, yeah.
I mean,
hey, this is how you make a Prize Picks account. Make sure you use your full name.
I do give him credit. He had 1,000 yards last season with Levis and Rudolph throwing the ball. So shout out to him there.
That was lack of options, I think. A lot of that was.
Calvin really solid. It's just you got to get some youth out there for sure. He's getting older. And he had a nice little break out there, didn't have to play for a year, so he took a little less hits.
Because he got hurt and then he had the gambling thing. So that was like 2 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, almost, yeah.
Damn, yeah, it's been downhill since he left Atlanta.
But yeah, Zadarius Smith is my number 1, and then one of those veteran receivers. I'd like Elijah Moore, young. I think he still has some talent.
I like Elijah Moore too. Yeah.
Dude, what about Nick Chubb? He's still a free agent. That's wild. I know he didn't have a great season, came off that crazy injury, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he comes off a crazy injury every year.
I know. So I know you've gone, like Andrew, you've gone on record saying that you like both of your running backs, but wouldn't you take Nick Chubb over either one of those?
No.
No?
Sorry, no. I'm cool with Pollard and Tajay.
Okay.
Not that anything against Nick Chubb, but I don't need.
Just kind of keep splitting time.
I don't need to test that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with like the running game was one of our strong points last year. Now, I'd love to see like an Ollie Gordon in like the 5th or 6th round, dude.
That's a sexy name.
Yeah, I like Ollie Gordon, Dylan Sampson. This is a deep running back class. So
I think Ollie Gordon is a super steal, and I say that because let's not forget, like last year, he was the rushing champ for the NCAA.
He was projected number 1, like a first-round pick.
Yeah, and then this year, Oklahoma State University just is horrible. So Ollie Gordon suffered. I think he's going to be a steal for somebody because he's going to fall hard.
I know, it's crazy. Calais Campbell's still out there. You should bring him back, Isaiah.
Is he like 50?
He's got to be at least like 67.
He's
now.
pushing. Yeah, he's pushing.
I think he's 38.
What about Houston? Like, would
He
you
is
be
38.
interested in either Asante Samuel Jr., Justin Simmons, Jedrick Wills, or Brandon Sheriff?
Sante Samuel is a safety, right?
Nice
Corner.
Corner.
Justin Simmons is a safety.
Oh, okay. So no Simmons. No on Asante Samuel Jr. just because I know how bad at tackling he is.
Yeah, he's a horrible tackler.
I wouldn't be opposed to Wills, but I feel like if you're picking up Jedrick Wills, you're putting him back at right tackle, and that means you're kind of giving up on Blake Fisher. And I haven't seen enough to really stick a fork in Blake Fisher and say this motherfucker's just done. So beyond that, I mean, no, not really.
Is there anything you want to, like, any position you want to get another of before you get out there? Like, would you be cool with like a Amari Cooper coming in?
Somebody asked me about that earlier on the Texans pod. I would not be opposed to an Amari Cooper if the price is right, and that's the problem at the moment. We're strapped for money. Now, if Amari Cooper wants to come in and do like a 1 year, $10 to $15 million deal,
that might be what he has to at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that's
if the Saints can figure out how to sign literally anybody for $1, the Texans can figure their salary cap out.
Talking about contracts, what the heck are the Patriots thinking giving that contract to Diggs? 3 years, $69 million? Are you kidding me?
I mean, didn't another team just give a certain wide receiver 3 years, $90-something million? Am I mistaken?
5 years. 5 years. And y'all offered him the same contract too, and he just picked the Titans.
5 years. It was 3 years.
It's not 3 years.
Four.
It was
4 years. It was like a $24 million, which is like not even in the top 10 receiver money now.
I mean, that's still more than they're paying Diggs.
And the report came out that the Jags offered him the same exact contract, but he picked the Titans.
No, that's not true. Y'all offered him a little bit more than we did.
But y'all were in the range.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately. Then Trent Baalke's gone now, so why are we even talking about that?
Because you're talking, you brought it up.
Yeah, I know I brought it up.
I had to defend myself.
We're not the one that signed him, and Baalke's gone.
Y'all tried.
It doesn't matter anymore. Baalke's gone. He can't hurt me anymore. And he can't make y'all look better than you are anymore either by taking these fucking players that giving them money we shouldn't be.
All right, look, let me ask this last question, and I think we're good for the evening.
Don't tell the
let's go around the table here. Give me one position that you wouldn't mind seeing getting drafted by your team in the 3rd through 7th round.
Okay.
3rd through 5th. Let's make it even more specific.
Okay.
For Titans, let's see. So go obviously Cam Ward. The second pick is going to be really big because the two biggest needs outside the quarterback are edge and receiver. Now, if a Burden or a Nekbuka or a Pierce fall, you stick and pick. And none of those three fall, I want to trade back and pick up a third because we don't have a third right now. But your third, like your next pick after that, so say you go edge, your next one needs to be a receiver, and vice versa. If you decide like Burden falls, you Burden, you got to go edge with your next pick. And we talked to, I'm not sure if we were recording yet or not, but I'd love to get Fannin, the tight end from Bowling Green. I think he's a stud.
Okay.
There's not like once we get those positions filled, like we have some holes. Get a young offensive lineman that you can, because I mean he's 35, so getting like an interior guy right there that he can like learn from Zeitler is big. Yeah. I think if you go in with this roster, you probably have to pick up another receiver at some point, maybe a Kyle Williams or a Dante Thornton if you go down to the 5th or 6th.
Okay.
So Ty Felton from Maryland.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's where I stand. I edge and receiver have to be the picks after quarterback, and then best player available, really.
Okay. Justin?
All right. So if we're really going to be doing, I got some
tight end in the first round.
So yeah, if they're going to go tight end in the first round, then you really got to try and go safety. or linebacker. But there's outside the top 3 safeties, man, I'm not crazy about any of them. If Umanwari and Starks are going to go in the first round, then that's not going to leave you anybody left in the 4th round. Dude, it's tough for me because you'll have some okay guys. I don't know. I'll probably just go best linebacker available in the 4th round. 3rd round would be kind of easy just because there's still some really good talent in the 3rd round. 4th is where it starts to get tricky on Saturday morning, I would go linebacker, bro. I think secondary, we're okay right now, even though stupid tight end in the 1st round. But I'm going defense. Any edge, not edge, any linebacker position or safety in 4th round.
Okay. Isaiah?
I want tight end. Gunnar Helm, Mason Taylor, just somebody big-bodied that can catch a ball if you need them to, but can also, inline block decently. Safety, I don't know. It all depends on how everything falls. But I think tight end would be a good pickup for us. Maybe offensive interior, just like some guys who might take a year or two, but could potentially push for a spot or be solid backups.
Yeah.
For the Texans, if we go offensive line in the 1st round, I imagine we're probably going wide receiver in the 2nd. So that means 3rd through 5th. We don't have a 4th. So 3rd round pick, I'm imagining has to be. I'm probably if Farmer, Jason. I think it's Jason Farmer, but I could be wrong about that. Joshua Farmer.
Joshua Farmer.
Here's Joshua.
State.
There we go. Joshua Farmer out of Florida State. If he's available in the 3rd, I would definitely jump all over that. I'm not holding my breath on that though.
You tell me you don't want Desmond Watson?
No, I am telling you. Is that the 460-pound dude from Florida?
Hey, listen.
He ran a 5.93.
Well,
Yeah.
Hold on.
He's also
464
pretty fast
pounds.
for like that.
And he did 30. He did 36 reps on the bench at a 25-inch vertical.
25-inch vert on
I mean,
450 pounds.
There's 300.
Insane.
There's 320-pound dudes with a 25-inch vertical. You're telling
Yeah, dude, it's
that dude's a
464 and
unicorn.
jumped 25 inches. That's pretty good.
And you automatically get to say you have drafted the largest player in NFL history.
He's not getting drafted.
No, he's getting drafted.
Probably
He'll be 5th through 7th round only because he's that fucking big, and they can say we drafted the largest player in NFL history.
Honestly, if he could get down to like the 385 to 415 range,
I guarantee you, if he gets in the NFL, he's going to go to a team. They're going to have him playing around 4 to 420, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, that 385 to 415 would be amazing.
Ooh, check this out.
He'd be a stud.
Looking at NFL.com, Chad Rudder was draft analyst for them. He's got the Colts in the 3rd round taking Jack Sawyer. That'd be nice.
I think he falls that far.
Jack
I don't
Sawyer?
think he falls that far, but they have him in the 3rd round in this.
He has taken
No, excuse me, second. I'm sorry, second.
Okay. That makes more
That
sense.
makes
more
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Both those Ohio State edges are right around there.
Yeah.
Who's a good? You're talking about safety in the later rounds. Isaiah Malachi Moore from Alabama. Yes.
Yeah, Malachi Moore probably won't go drafted. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if he does, it'll be 5th or 6th, 7th, somewhere.
Yeah.
In that range. But
See, they got Jack Sawyer
solid
taking
potential.
Colts and then Falcons after him taking Jared Wilson, the center out of Georgia, which I really like. I would love them to take
I like
Jared Wilson out at 2nd at 45 overall for Indianapolis.
Actually,
I would love that.
Still, what I was hoping would be either, I don't know when he's supposed to be projected to go, but I would not mind taking Jared Wilson.
I think he's somewhere like mid to late 2nd is what they're projecting. If I'm not
they
mistaken.
got him mid-2nd. Yeah, but he's such a good player, man.
Yeah.
That's
Well, all
what
right, gentlemen, I think we got a good stopping point here. I want to thank you both, or thank all of you for taking time out of your evening. Not thanking Isaiah. That Andrew was like, "Who's not getting thanked here?"
I just figured you weren't used to a Titans
Who's
fan
left
being here,
out?
so.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. He's not used to a Titans fan being here.
What if he just left it there? He's like, I want to thank both of you, and then like doesn't address it, and we're
He
just like,
said, "All right, gentlemen."
It's like
Isaiah?
whenever you say it's like when you see a group of 3 girls and you say you two look great and you just walk past them and don't say anything else.
yeah.
They gotta fight to figure out who's the one that doesn't look great. And they always single one out. It's always the fat one.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Well, the
Even,
fact
listen, bro. Even in the fog of war, a tank is still visible. That's all I'm saying.
The guy goes, "You see a girl?" He goes, like, "Clap, you think I'm sexy?" And she doesn't. Like, that's embarrassing. She doesn't know how to clap.
Jesus. Well, all right. Look, if you're a Titans fan, go check out Titans Table for Two. Like, subscribe, notification bell. If you're a Colts fan, go check out Unstabled and Kingmaker Sports at Kingmaker _DFF. If you're a Jags fan, head on over to Third and Teal. Support those boys in Duval as they're, doing what they do down there in Glitter Kitty country.
I haven't
And
figured
then,
that part out yet.
if you're a Texans fan, check out
We all
that
know
Real
what you
Texans
guys don't do
podcast.
down in Glitter Kitty Country.
Glitter Kitty Country. Let's ride.
Only two things are guaranteed in life: death, taxes. Oh wait, there's a third thing: Colts losing in Jacksonville.
not with
Have
not
fun
with
with your
Daniel
tight
Jones
end,
chucking
motherfucker.
dimes out there, bro.
Shoot, Danny Nichols more like it. That dude's fucking terrible.
Hey, you
Danny
get enough of them, it
Dimes.
equals $1, bro.
It's gonna take
Anyway.
a long ass time.
Folks, hit the like, subscribe button and the notification bell so when we drop new stuff, you don't miss it. Without any further ado, everybody, thank you for watching. Be good people. Fuck the Cowboys and the Colts.
Yeah, fuck the Colts.
Sure.
Fuck the
We can
Colts.
agree on the Cowboys.